Welcome to Soul, a weekly entertainment show on fashion, arts and culture, relationships, and mental health. Our co-hosts are Imani Warren and Dr. Delvena Thomas. Now introducing our host, Nicky Says YOLO, Nicky Gelin.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of MIA. So, I'm your host. Nicky Says You Only Live Once. Hope you're having a great day. And we have a fabulous guest with us. So, our guest today, she is comedian, heart advocate, and your modern day superwoman. Let's welcome Dr. Shantaquilette Carter Williams.
Hey!
Yes, how's it going?
Girl, I am doing well. I'm blessed and highly favored amongst the living.
Any day above 6 feet ground is a beautiful day.
Shabby.
So let's get right into it. So for those that may not know, tell us briefly about your background.
So, it's a long background. My background started in accounting for maybe 2021. I retired from the IRS, forensic accountant, became a heart attack and stroke thriver, which propelled me into comedy as well as health advocacy and comedy. And so I am a full-time content creator, bringing you my down home life, real life, relatable life to you every day on social media and TikTok.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I read your bio, but I do have a question, and it does ask, like, how did you get into like the whole health advocacy space? And you briefly tapped into that. So wow. And then you said the IRS, girl, I'm scared of you. I'm scared. And you said forensic.
As you should.
IRS got a forensic department. Oh my God, I'm even nervous now. Okay, well, that's fine. So
get your numbers together, file on time, get your extension done by October the 15th. Okay.
We're gonna talk after this. Okay, so again, I stalked your social media page. It was hilarious, and your social media famous. Okay, so which video went virally crazy recently?
So most of my videos go viral, but the most viral and most recent was me actually talking about the parent locator app and how parents need to beware when they're using this app because they're not the only ones the kids are not the only ones being tracked.
Yeah. I could vouch for that as well. You know, we actually have the video. Let's go ahead and drop it.
Parents who track their children, I need you to listen to this. Your children aren't the only thing being tracked. Okay?
Addie Lobank.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, Addison.
Where you finna go?
How do you know I'm gonna go somewhere?
You at Wingstop?
Yes, I'm at Wingstop.
Can you give me a 10 piece?
A 10 piece and some cool. What flavors?
Honey, original hot. It should say.
Okay.
On top of the cookie.
Okay.
Fill the car up too.
Fill the car. Hold on. Hello?
I see you in Wingstop. Can you give me some? I want a 5-piece tender, hot honey, with a lemonade, and I want the loaded fries.
Anything else?
2 extra ranchies.
Oh, that mama. Did you get the order? Is she still gonna fill the car up? Yeah.
You also being tracked.
Okay, so this video was sourced by TikTok. Super hilarious. I want to say you're a millennial mom with your Gen Z kids. Is that safe for me to say?
No, I am a Gen X mom with Gen Z kids.
That's fine. That's
I
fine.
look like a
No,
millennial. I'll take it, honey. I'll take the millennial.
it's all
I'll take it.
good.
I'll be younger any day.
Relatable. Yeah, but it's so great that you're able to turn your experiences and to share your life story on publicly on this platform. People, it's relatable. People
Yeah,
love relatability, and so can we add like social media influencer to your resume as well? I know these big brands reach
absolutely.
out to you.
Yeah, absolutely. They do. And I do a lot of influencing, especially when it comes to health and wellness and body positivity. I recently lost 134 pounds. And yeah, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth, girl. You shut your mouth, girl. Shut your mouth.
You summer ready. You summer ready, honey.
This time.
You gonna whip out the thong bikini? You ready to show them butt cheeks, girl?
I am.
Okay.
Both of them. Both of them.
No, but that's awesome. Congrats on that. Congrats. Yeah.
Thank you.
Health is a
Thank you.
part of wellness as well. And it's a huge part of just confidence, what we eat, everything. It's a full cycle, or full circle of everything that we
Yeah,
consume,
absolutely.
mentally, spiritually, and also physical as well. So we can find you across all platforms via Hey Shanta Q, which shows right there, y'all. It's Hey Shanta Q, correct?
Hey,
Okay.
Shantaquilette everywhere. Yes, absolutely.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much. So inspirational. I just started following you. I'm gonna follow you also on TikTok as well. And it's just great that you're able to bring your experience and to share that with your family and to bring that to the public as well. It's a beautiful
Yes,
thing.
yes,
So
yes.
thank you so much. And what really quickly, we're
Thank
running
you.
out, running out of time, but what is coming up
Okay.
next for you? Yeah, what is coming up
Um,
next?
so me and my son are writing. We're writing a sketch series, Hey Shanta Q, based off of the real life of Hey Shanta Q and her family. And I've just started a startup called Laughter on the Go, where we are actually going into the workplace to boost morale, increase productivity, and release stress on the job. So I'm really excited about that. And I just look forward to making more people laugh and making sure that people do it in wellness.
Oh my gosh, we're looking forward to it. Please keep us posted. I would love to like promote it and hype it up and just, share the word and everything. So thank you so much. Blessings to
Absolutely.
you and your family. Please continue to spread laughter. Laughter heals. It's that good healthy field,
Good stuff.
So
Good stuff.
it's a
Good
good
for your
stuff.
heart.
So it's great to meet you. If you're ever in South Florida, please hit us up. If I'm ever in your area, I will definitely hit you up as well. So thanks again and continue to
Absolutely.
talk to you on TikTok and Instagram in the meantime.
The pleasure was absolutely mine. Thank you.
Perfect. All right. Enjoy your day.
Thank
Bye.
you.
All right, y'all. So we have a quick commercial break, but coming up next is Marshall L. Davis. We'll be talking about advancing life through the arts. We'll be right back.
So for me, it's a little bit more personal.
For the Mesman and Dover Law Firm, it's about community.
For us, South Florida's our home. You all are our people.
Our family, our future.
The difference we'll make for you, your loved ones, your kids, matters. Because to us, it's personal.
If you need us, call us 24/7 at 866-954-MORE.
That's 866-954-6673. Demesman and Dover Law Firm, youraccidentattorneys.com.
At DRT Behavioral Services, we provide culturally sensitive mental health evaluations with thorough treatment plans, incorporating alternative forms of wellness, not just Western traditional medicine. Besides medication management and psychotherapy, we provide education to people in the areas of minority mental health with classes on your diet's impact on mood and sleep hygiene for better rest. We also offer weight loss therapy, massages, and facials. Visit brainlovehelp.com today.
Welcome to MIA Soul. Thanks for being our guest today. How you doing?
Nicky, thank you. Appreciate you.
Yes, it's great seeing you. I saw you at there was a top performance. I want to say it was Savion Glover that was there.
Correct. Savion Glover, Marshall was supposed to be on that show, got ill. Savion
You
took
got
it over.
sick.
It was a wonderful show, wonderful event.
Listen, we first met. Now,
Yes.
I just wanted to let you know that when I was younger, I did tap dance. I went to competition and all that stuff. So I'm really familiar with the whole tap dancing, culture. So now let's get
Yeah.
into. I know it's also part of yours as well. So we're going to get into that.
Yes.
So we were discussing advancing life through the arts. So for those that may not know, tell us briefly about your involvement in the arts.
So I've been at the helm of the African Heritage Cultural Arts Center for the last 40 years. And the program that I designed here some 40 years ago has been a tremendous catalyst for a number of students actualizing themselves in the arts, becoming actual artists. But it's also helped other people in other endeavors. People like Matthew Pyatt, who was the former mayor of Opalaka, Dr. Elisa Atsindo, who was a candidate to become an astronaut. So we have all these individuals who has come into this program who has benefited from it because the art does tremendous things for you. And one of the significant things that it does is activate the other side of the brain. So most of us are functioning from a one-sided brain, a left brain, and the art activates that other side of the brain. And having both sides of the brain functioning makes you a better person.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
So some people are 90% left-sided, 10% right, and some are
Right.
90% right-sided, 10% left.
There you go. Yeah.
Right.
And most time we catch kids at a very early age, and science say that they're kind of at a brain level of frequency of what is called theta. So theta is a mental state where you kind of half dreaming, half dealing with reality. And when you catch kids at that imaginative moment in their life and you instill skills and creative concepts in them, they have so many opportunities to just take over life in a whole different, unique way.
What's the age range for that?
Well, it's usually around the age of I would say from birth to maybe about 10 or 12 years old.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Okay. So I have some more questions about that later on in our interview. But you tap dance. You were a tapper, right? I want to
No,
talk.
I'm not a tap dance at all. You don't want to see me dance.
No, wait. Where did I get that from? Okay.
No,
So
my son Marshall Davis Jr.
oh,
is a tap dancer. He danced with Savion Glover. He got started some years ago. Got his first tap experience here at the African Heritage Cultural Arts Center. Was able to meet some people like Steve Condos and Jimmy Sly, Sandman Steve, naturally Savion, so many different tap dancers that he met that actually seeded into him. And he was just a natural for it. And he's been, since I brought him those shoes some years ago.
yeah, that's
So,
beautiful.
yeah,
And
it's
I
been-
do want to. I gotta shout out Gregory Hines as well because
Yeah.
he was like the pioneer for our people when it came to like modern day tap dancing. So I want to point that part out.
but Greg was a kind of the inspiration for Marshall because he saw him on Sesame Street.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So you've received countless nominations and recognition, the latest being the Arts Education Champion Award. Now, being recognized for your comprehensive multi-arts program to the youth, why is the youth so important to you? They hold such a special place in your heart. Why is that?
Well, because when I was a youth, I had some natural skills, natural abilities as an artist, a visual artist primarily. And I went through all of my schooling, but never got the significant fundamental training that I needed to become a person that can actualize himself as a professional artist. So I was disappointed when I got to college to find out that I didn't have the essential skills I needed to be that visual artist that I wanted to be. So when I got the opportunity to design this program, I made sure that the students participating in this program had a clear concept of the perceptions and the skills and techniques they needed to have. So whatever art discipline they was going into, they can master that discipline and achieve anything they want to achieve.
That's so phenomenal. So that could be the violin, the cello, the flute.
Any instrument that they choose, they would purchase it for them and say, here, this is yours.
So how do you vet them? How do you decide which student gets that instrument out of the 15?
So they come to our program during the summer. So we're going to have a 9-week program that's going to start on June the 10th and go to August the 9th. We're going to look at those students. We're going to train them. Most time we tell the parents, if your child come in here for summer, when they leave, they're going to know how to read music. They're going to know how to look at that sheet and, just go for it. So we pick out the students that show the most promise, the most skills, the most interest, that just really say, you can tell within them, this is something they love and they want to do. And last year we gave out our first 15 instruments, and we're looking forward to this year to give out another 15.
Oh, that's so great. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Keep them off with like video games or social media like that. They're using the
Yes.
actual brain and their hands for good, not on a video remote control.
Yeah. If they're gonna do something with video, we want them to do the animation, make the video yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Be
Yeah.
the programmer for that.
There you go.
Um, so with your programs, you created a space for countless students to flourish around the world. What is one moment as an artist, a mentor, teacher, advocate that you'll never forget?
Well, I got two. If I can
Okay.
pick two. All right. So, as the director of the center, one of the most astounding things that happened here was when Terrell McCraney won the Academy Award for Moonlight. That was amazing, you know. So, as a director, I'm proud of all the students, but that was very captivating for the entire community. We went around the world, and people came from all over the place to see this little center in Liberty City that managed to touch this child's life. That when he became an adult, he can actualize himself as an artist. The second one is as a father. So as a father, it was very astonishing to me to see a young boy who was about 10, 11 years old go on a national TV and win the national dance contest as a tap dancer, and to watch him grow and develop and to go to Broadway. So as a father, that's another moment for me.
Oh, that's so great.
Yeah.
It's just so great that you're so hands-on within the community, especially the youth, because given 2024, there's so many different directions they can take. But you, this is a passion of yours, and given that you're 4 decades in, I know that you've seen 1983 is when the whole this direction started for you. This whole journey started. So through your eyes, do you see the youth taking more interest in the arts and being more involved, or is there still more progress that needs to be made, especially with the evolution of social media?
So, I'm from this community. I was probably pretty much raised in Liberty City, and I came back to Liberty City not to give back, but to give to go forward. So we have to recognize that our children always need to be inspired. Life without inspiration is nothing. You're going nowhere. If you're not inspired, you don't have some hope, you don't have some guidance, you don't have some direction. So that's what we want to try to continue to do here at the African Heritage Cultural Arts Center. And we encourage all facilities, all programs to inspire kids. Don't come there looking for that child to be inspired. If you appreciate what you're doing, then pass that on, inflame that in that child or that person that you're talking to. So that's one of the significant things about teaching is being able to inspire and not saying, well, the kid don't have this, they didn't get this from their home. I hear teachers sometimes say, well, the kid can't read, the parents need to work with them. Well, the kids can't dance when they come here. The kids can't read music when they come here. The parents can't teach them dance or music, but we can. And we do it through inspirational, teaching those fundamentals, skills, and give them the right concepts, help them to believe in themselves and know that they can achieve.
That's so beautiful. Yeah. And the thing is, like, if they don't know that space, it's uncomfortable. So you got to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. And it
Yes,
takes learning and frequency and progress. And, and then eventually they'll become an expert and skilled in that actual field.
yes, teach them the skills and encourage them to do so.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Davis, where can we visit and find out what's coming up next? I love the Heritage Cultural Center. There's different events going on all the time, but how can we find you and what's coming up next?
So you can go to our website, www.African Heritage Cultural Arts Center at miami-dade.com, or just come by the African Heritage Cultural Arts Center. It's right in the heart of Liberty City. You'll be welcome, 6161 Northwest 22nd Avenue. Give us a call, 305-638-6771. I guarantee I'm probably going to be here to greet you and meet you. If you want a tour, want a conversation, that's why I'm here.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much. It's so admirable what you're doing for the community. And so I was in the magnet program when I was younger. So like, they're called a thespian if you're in drama or theater.
Yeah.
But it's so great what you're doing, and also just expanding. You're able to recognize where trends are going, and then part of your program is to include animation, graphics. Everything is digital nowadays. Everything is AI, driven
Right.
nowadays. And now the program now have those kind of different, programs or workshops to help guide those students who is interested in going into that particular field. So it's great that I'm just saying 40 years in, 4 decades, you've probably seen just so many transformations and evolutions during your journey with helping the youth. And digital is so huge, especially AI. AI is like becoming this big phenomenon. So thank you for just like, keeping up with what's happening and making sure that the youth that they're using the right side of their brain.
Yeah. Thanks for having me. Appreciate you.
Thank you so much, and we'll see you soon.
Good.
So for me, it's a little bit more personal.
For the Mesman and Dover Law Firm, it's about community.
For us, South Florida's our home. You all are our people.
Our family, our future.
The difference we'll make for you, your loved ones, your kids, matters. Because to us, it's personal.
If you need us, call us 24/7 at 866-954-MORE.
That's 866-954-6673. Demesman and Dover Law Firm, youraccidentattorneys.com.
At DRT Behavioral Services, we provide culturally sensitive mental health evaluations with thorough treatment plans, incorporating alternative forms of wellness, not just Western traditional medicine. Besides medication management and psychotherapy, we provide education to people in the areas of minority mental health with classes on your diet's impact on mood and sleep hygiene for better rest. We also offer weight loss therapy, massages, and facials. Visit brainlovehelp.com today.
Hey guys, it's Dr. Delvena, the queen of Brain Love. So, of course, we do these live mental health events, and our next event is coming up Monday, June 3rd, 6 p.m. at the Victory Black Box Theater inside the LA Lee YMCA Mizell Community Center. Please come out and join us. The topic is men's health. June is Men's Health Month, and we want to talk about all things associated and related to men. We have a cardiologist, a gastroenterologist, a urologist, a psychiatrist, and also a trauma specialist who is a pastor and spiritual leader. So please come out and join us. Are you ready to take the couch? Brain love.
Peace and beautiful blessings, my MIA fam, and welcome to another Arts and Culture Report by Imani. Come with me to the magical, beautiful Black country of Colombia. That's right, Cartagena, Colombia is an absolute beautiful place with lots of greenery. This, for me, was a wellness, a little getaway from Miami because it's really inexpensive. Here's this fabulous old school cathedral / bull pen from back in the day and different streets. I mean, look how fabulous this place is. But guys, I went down to just do an art and lazy tour. That's right. All I did was eat, sleep, go to the beach, and here's some hair products right there. How many of them look at hair products, Black hair products, when you're out of town? Yes, they had a lot of Black hair products. There's a lot of Black people, but one thing I found fascinating about Colombia is the doors, the architect, the buildings from the 1700s going back to the 1500s, and some of how they incorporate a lot of the greenery into their spaces, how outside and inside is one and the same. This is a little cafe. I'm just flabbergasted at how beautiful this place is. This is right inside where they have the historical walls. If you ever go, you'll understand the city of walls. It's like a fort. These giant cathedral churches, because the Spanish definitely were in Colombia with the Tainos and the enslaved Africans. And there were churches on every place and every square, just about. This is one of the squares outside of the Historical Art Museum. And inside the art museum, of course, I had to go to the art museum to check out some of the art that is in Colombia. It's only about 24 pesos, which is maybe $3 or $4 US, and very beautiful, great places of art. Definitely a look to go see if you're into that sort of thing. I'm into the history and the art thing big time. So these were definitely spaces that I needed to be in. Another remarkable thing about Colombia is the presence of the African ancestry that is there, and also the presence of the Spanish conquistadors. Who had known that they were running Spanish inquisitions there? Another remarkable thing is that we were there doing Colombian independence, where all the Africans were free. So there were groups of people outside celebrating, drumming, all kinds of things. I was like, this is really a Black country. Like, people playing African drums. When the drums call, you come running. And so this was a room where they had, excuse me, the tambour drums being played, and how remarkable it was to see that these drums coming from West Africa, the Yoruba people, to, remember that the spirit of the African ancestor is always present in there, that that you have some extended family member or cousins there. Nikki, I remember you going to Colombia. You guys did all the fun stuff. Now, me, I'm into the art and the culture of the thing. So Colombia's art scene is so dope, like so remarkable. I mean, Black art and revolutionary and rebellion pictures on the wall. You see Black people that look just like you. I mean, they do not shy the fact that this is a beautiful Black country, and they want you to know about it. They want you to be excited about it. So beautiful things. So if you get an opportunity, you can do a walking tour, just walking through town and looking at where the art district is on the other side of the walls. You can just walk through the town and look at all these beautiful, dope art scenes. There's food out there. It's people out there. It's very safe. And you just walk around looking at art and sampling food. And so I'm so grateful to you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you go to Colombia. It is very inexpensive. And I'll say peace and beautiful blessings.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Dr. Delvena and Imani. And a big shout out to our audience for tuning in and our featured guests. So again, Marshall L. Davis, we spoke about advancing life through the arts, and also Shantaquilette, we spoke about just her experiences with being a comedian and a health advocate. So again, I'm Nikki Says You Only Live Once with MIA. So we'll see you on another episode.